Good morning and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM. Today, the 27th day of September 2023. Today is Wednesday, and the time is a minute past the hour of 7. It's time for newspaper headlines on Abona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we're going to take you through the news, making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. But before we do that, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines. Please stay with us.
You know that you have the right to quality broadcasting. The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that the complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that the complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Welcome back to newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. We're going to take you through the news, making the headlines on the Guardian newspaper, Punch newspaper, The Nation. We're also going to take a look at the leadership newspaper, Vanguard, Daily Post, Sun, This Day, and if time permits, we're also going to take a look at the Nigerian Tribune. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 08096661035. You can equally stream us online via mixlr.com/gistfm. I am Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Qualification. NLC, TUC close ranks to begin indefinite strike October 3rd. NLC, TUC close ranks to begin indefinite strike October 3rd. Cardoso, how CBN will stabilize Naira, slow down inflation. President tax Africa's anti-narcotic agencies on scaling up efforts, partnerships. True, Tinubu to transmit 2023 supplementary 2024 appropriation bills soon, says Speaker. Killings, poverty worsened after 2023 elections, says Obi supporters. Abia government destroys chanties, brothels, other criminal hideouts. Anxiety as IPPIS, they list 17,000 workers from payroll. After troubled recess, Akpabio urges senators to close ranks. Think Nigeria. Federal government determined to make businesses thrive, says Chetima. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Guardian newspaper this morning. Coroner's inquest into Mohbad's death begins Friday. NBA calls for appointment of more Supreme Court judges. IPOB plays history book labeling Indigo as invaders, troublemakers. Adediran rejects Sanwo-Olu's call for support as Labour Party kicks. INEC boss tax journalists on ethics, professionalism in election coverage. Illegal mining, environmental disaster inevitable, says Enugu government. Abia government destroys chanties, brothels. We've taken this. Police arrest 3 Adamawa monarchs, councillors for selling palliatives. Edel Malud. Tinubu Sanwo-Olu urges prayers, love, unity. Activists decry 4.7 million naira budget for tobacco control. Sanwo-Olu promises infrastructure for effective learning in schools. Mba submits UK visa application in Enugu, urges Southeast residents to patronize center. Patriots Day. Government to honor Pa Akinwumi. Others. Patriots Day. Government to honor Pa Akinwumi. Others. FASWA says single exchange rate impossible. Once trimming of 5,691 BDCs. Federal government explores BOR as new strategy to curb laundering. Kanu Goba, Kanu Guba observers warn gladiators against truncating general will. NGE lost Southeast governors for security initiative, DRI for proactive measures. Tech Innovation Awards recognize ICT players. Glow launches new products. Experts laments declining technical schools artisanship programs. ASUP wants government to revisit 2010 renegotiation agreement. Reps to amend copyright laws. Monitor Mobad approve. Group tax Oborowori on credible Ipman election. Ishaku Rabiu Varsity felicitates Malud Nabi with Muslims. Governor Yusuf submits 58 billion naira supplementary appropriation bill to Assembly. World Food Day Expo to showcase Nigeria agriculture excellence. Delta Monarchs hail Oborowori for awarding contracts for flyover. Bagu urges Muslims faithful to humble. Bagu urges Muslim faithful to be humble, pious. Ogun cancels independence anniversary plans. Tinubu congratulates Oyedepo at 69, Awolowo at 60. Cleric unveils a microfinance bank in Delta community. Cleric urges churches to impact society meaningfully. Population explosion, liability to girl child education, says Tijani. Over 80 Nasarawa farmers groups receive agro inputs from FG, IFAD. I have no hands in Mohbad's death. I'm coming home to clear my name. Naira Marley. Greece removes Nigeria from vessel charter party. 6 internet fraudsters backs jail terms in Benin City. NESG spotlights human capital development to tackle brain drain, unemployment. Senate confirms Cardoso's appointment as CBN governor alongside 4 deputies. And that's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning. From the Guardian newspaper, we'll flip over to the leadership newspaper. NITDA cautions Nigerians on social media giveaways. Nova Merchant Bank uplifts 50 with surgical intervention. NGX Redco unveils code for licensed trading firms, approved persons. NGX Redco unveils code for licensed trading firms, approved persons. Cabotage Act reps to probe $100 billion loss from poor implementation. Stock buyers cautious on FX concerns lose 126 billion naira. Low purchasing power. Manufacturers lament 272 billion naira unsold goods in Q1. Niger seeks partnership with G's to create free trade zone. Niger seeks partnership with GIZ to create free trade zone. Kiamo lists priority for aviation sector. Naseni recommits to delivering on presidential priorities. Chetima tax foreign local investors to make Nigeria investment hub. Customs arrest 2 for smuggling 6.8 million naira live parrots. Hawk. Still on the stories making the headlines on the leadership newspaper this morning. Rivers APC expresses shock over appointment of PDP members by party's federal government. INEC announces dates for Ondo governorship polls. Young professionals tax INEC on free fair polls in Imo. Our national chairman, Abure, won't contest Edo governorship polls, Labour Party. Mark tax 10th National Assembly on legislative agenda to end inconclusive elections. Why electoral reform must start now? Olawepo Hashim, former works minister, Onolemem, dumps PDP. And that's the much we can take from the leadership newspaper this morning. And from the leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to the Punch newspaper. Silva qualified to contest Bayelsa governorship poll, court. Silva qualified to contest Bayelsa governorship poll, court. Sanwo-Olu restates commitment to quality education. Agency enlists judges in campaign against domestic violence. Court halts Ayedatiwa impeachment. Kingsmen hold solidarity protests. Abiodun unveils Iperu housing scheme. Speaker declares 2 reps seats vacant. Umahi meets federal government contractors, laments shoddy jobs. Shagamu court killings. DSS grills APC lawmaker, local government chair. Army revives aviation units, gets 12 attack helicopters. Agency enlists judges in campaign against domestic violence. Yabatek creates diversity inclusion department. Reps order NDDC to probe 3.2 billion naira uncompleted project. Lagos deploys technology to promote safety in schools. Appoint more Supreme Court justice. Raise pay. MBA tells federal government. Indefinite strike. OPS kicks as Labour vows to shut down airports. Orders Tuesday. Indefinite strike. OPS kicks as Labour vows to shut down airports. Orders Tuesday. INEC unveils Edo polls timetable. Edel Malud. Wike preaches peace. Unity to FCT residents. Lagos holds job fair to tackle Japa. Edel Malud. Pray for Nigeria. President tells Muslims. Police pay 420 fees. Tinubu committed to fight against drug trafficking, says Vice President. NEMA distributes relief materials to Anambra flood victims. Poly lecturers demand wage review. Ogun council share arraigned, remanded for defaming governor. Group wants better funding for tobacco control. Foundation marks TFC founders' 10th memorial anniversary. National Union of Workers blame Nile crisis. Bias Cross Rivers governors elections. Lagdo Dam releases wrecking havoc. Edo group for para woman, children. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. Libya mayor arrested over deadly floods. Flood overruns Delta riverine communities. Edel Malud. Federal government declares Wednesday public holiday. And that's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. Now, from the Punch newspaper, we'll flip over to the Vanguard newspaper. NLC, TUC start nationwide indefinite strike October 3rd. Government shoots 3 Nasarawa Poly students, abduct 1. Suspected killer of Rivers DPO saved from lynching, detained. Police arrest 92 suspects, rescue 12 kidnapped victims in Enugu. Akwa Ibom DRC law, women picket state assembly. Police arraign ex-Ogun local government chair, Adedayo, over alleged circulation of falsehood. Tribunal sacks Ondo lawmaker. We didn't mandate anyone to negotiate with bandits, defense ministers. Cult killings. DSS grills Chagamu local government boss, 2 others. Insecurity. Federal government boosts army operations with 12 attack helicopters. Subsidy removal has rubbished new wage review for academic staff. Poly lecturers. Oshodi Apapa, you can't evict us. Truck drivers, touts, dear Sanwo-Olu. Internet highly unaffordable in Nigeria. Nigerian develops artificial intelligence-powered writing app Lexi Genius. Afenifere to Tinubu, Nigeria becoming ungovernable. Mohbad. Coroner's inquest begin Friday. Court stops impeachment move against Ondo Deputy Governor. 2023 Budget Tobacco Control Fund abysmal. Needs increase. NTCA tells Tinubu 2023 World Rivers Day. Our rivers under threat by climate change, pollution, federal government. National security remains precarious amid numerous successes. Speaker Abbas. Senate clears Cardoso, 4 others as Central Bank of Nigeria governors. And that's the mush we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And from the Vanguard newspaper, we'll flip over to the Nation newspaper. Alleged $101 million bankruptcy suit for ruling October 3rd. Alleged $101 million bankruptcy suit for ruling October 3rd. Sanwo-Olu's aid gets kudos. Foundation empowers community. Youth protests Niger Delta Development Commission's share nomination. Proscription. Obey court order. RTEAN tells Sanwo-Olu. NESG to fight brain drain, unemployment, impeachment, follow due process. Civil, commercial cases shouldn't exceed 2 years. Malud, Nabi, Tinubu, Chetima, others facilitate Muslims. Tinubu okays payment for 12 attack helicopters for Army aviation, says Chief of Army Staff. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Malud, we've taken this. President seeks confirmation for NDDC board members, NSIPA coordinators, orders. Tribunal affirms Otu. Yahaya, Alia as Cross River, Gombe, Benue governors. IG presents 1.3 billion naira checks to next of kin. Tunji Ojo, Sununu resign from House of Reps. MBA demands appointment of more Supreme Court justice. Independence Day, federal government to honor Akinkuyumi, 10 others. That's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. And from the Nation newspaper, we'll flip over to Daily Post newspaper. Knocks as federal government, Zamfara government, trade war over alleged negotiation with terror. Guba Election Tribunal, mixed reactions trail controversial judgments. Impeachment shouldn't be manipulative tool by politicians. Lawyer warns Ondo lawmakers. I won't tolerate substandard projects in Delta, Uborowori. Mohbad, Lagos State Judiciary to begin coroner's inquest. Top Boko Haram commander eliminated as troops rescue 9 farmers in Borno. Ayedatiwa, Elaje indigenes protest impeachment process against Ondo deputy governor. Federal government boost army capability with Kayus attack helicopters. Edel Malud, Chetima begs Nigerians to keep faith with Tinubu government. Ayedatiwa impeachment saga, call Ondo Assembly to order, group tells National Assembly. Egg for sale, reps to probe fertility clinics. Student Union government election, Ogun students stage protest against Obafemi Olabisi Onabanjo University Vice Chancellor. Student Union government election, Ogun students stage protest against Olabisi Onabanjo University Vice Chancellor. That's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper this morning.